Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's your boy Twinsinc, and this is Twinsinc Talk. On this podcast here, we'll be talking about all subject matters. Nothing is off the table. We try to keep the facts. Be respectful to one another. Just get that real dialogue that some people are scared to give you or won't give you, or to give you half-baked information. So once again, thank you for tuning in to Twinsinc. Let's rock. What's going on, good people? How you doing today? It's your boy Twinsinc. This is Twinsinc Talk. And thank you. That's the first thing I want to say is thank you for all my listeners, supporters, because if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be doing this right now. So make an announcement now. This is going to be the start of season 2 of Twinsinc. And the season 2 that I'm dedicating is to my supporters. I receive a lot of text messages, a lot of emails, comments on the back end, and a lot of topics have been provided to me. So during the whole season 2 of Twinsinc Talk, I'll only be speaking to topics that my listeners wanted me to speak on. Now, some of these topics I will have the actual person who wants to speak on a topic join me on the show as well. So there will be some interactive, not just me one-on-one as well. And as the channel keeps growing, as I keep putting more content out, of course, if you want to do a live stream, it's going to be based on the interaction I get on the videos. Now, when I do the premiere videos, even though it's not live, I'm actually in the chat watching and chilling and, paying attention to see what's going on. But once I see more interaction with the people, and supporters, people tuning in on the live stream when it comes out, on the premiere video when it comes out, then I'll do more live stream on the spot. But for right now, I'm going to do my recorded videos and put them out as they come. Well, once again, shout out to all my supporters and my listeners. Thank you, because for you, I won't be doing this now. So the topic that I have now to jumpstart the season 2 of Twinsinc Talk, there we go, which is going to be the first topic today that we're going to talk about is, where'd it go? Because I have a list here. Like I have a whole list of topics that was sent to me. All right. And this topic also came from a good friend of mine. I'll go and follow her on IG. Her name is Adventure420. And also she has a company called Sneaky Link Treats. And also she does detoxing for like the feet detox, cleaning, healthcare, that type of thing. So I will put her information below in the comments like before as well. But shout out to her and salute to her for this topic. But the topic of today is, what advice would you give your 18-year-old self? What advice would you give your 18-year-old advice to yourself, right? I had to sit there for a minute and ponder on this. Like, wow, there's a lot of information I would give my 18-year-old self, because a lot of things wasn't given to me as I was coming up. But as you grow, get more older, mature, and learn things, you get the experience. So I'm learning through experience. LOX. I'm always keep saying LOX because learn off experience. But anywho, so what I would tell my 18-year-old self, me, young Twinsinc, young Dwayne, young Wayne. Oh man. So first thing I would say, so 18, what was I? Oh, I was graduating. Yeah, I was a senior. I'm still in high school, about to graduate, right? Let's see. So I'm gonna go down a little memory lane and just kind of tweak with some of the things I would have told myself. Like, if I can speak to myself right now, I'm like, yo, this is what you need to do, right? So first, right after I graduated high school, I went straight to a college. I went to this college in Harrisburg called Central Pennsylvania. Central Pennsylvania. It's in Harrisburg. Yeah, I don't want to say university, but it was a small college, but it had a degree I was focused on, which was well development at that time frame. But I went there for about a year or about 8 months or so, whatever. And honestly, it was cool. The experience was great. Met a lot of great people. Some people I still talk to now, on and off. So that was a great experience. Shoot, actually, going to college and doing the whole college experience is experience by itself. So I enjoyed that experience, right? But when you really think about it, I could still have that experience without going to college because I still had experience after college, if that makes sense. Like have your own apartment, being independent, paying bills, you get the same experience. Only difference is you don't have to go to school for a certain time, but you got to go to work for a certain time. So really it's the same thing. But anywho, so what I ended up doing, I actually went to Job Corps, which is a government funding program that paid for me to go to a community college. So I ended up going to community college, let's say I was probably 19 at the time. Yeah, 19 or 20, whatever. I mean, I took a little break after I came back from the college in Harrisburg. But what I ended up doing is going to Job Corps, and they paid for me to go to a community college free. All I had to do is do my time. You know what I'm saying? I had to go up there, sign papers, do X, Y, Z. I think they had like a program you had to do for a month up there. You go up there a couple hours a day. I did what I had to do just so I can get a full ride at college. And I got a degree in information technology. So that worked out for me. So what I would have told myself, before is one, soon as I graduate high school, go there straight, go there first. Because what I found out a little later during the program is that you can do the program multiple times until you hit a certain age. I want to say the age is either 24 or 25, somewhere in that range. So me, I'm like, man, knowing I know now, if I'd have came out here right after high school at 18 or 19, got a 1 degree here, I'd have came back to another degree. So I'd have had 2 degrees free because it was community college paid for, and that would have been the move. But I started kind of late, so I only was able to get 1 degree. But in the day, because I did that, I had no college debt, right? So, and with that being said, I know a lot of people right now who's either my age or a little bit younger, or whatever, or even older, they're still paying college debt right now. There's people right now who's making, whose college debt is over $100,000, and they work in the same job that I'm working. They not the same job, but the same department, same titles, whatever, but something different. And their college debt is crazy. Because one thing people don't understand is this. Yes, it's once again, I'm never knocking anyone for getting a college degree. I have one myself. So that'd be stupid to say don't do it. But when I'm saying this, people go to college, they get this debt over $100,000, right? Cool. You got a degree, but unless you're able to network while you're in school or have a connection, once you graduate from college, you got to start from ground zero to work your way in to get into a position, right? So once again, it's not what you know, it's who you know. So if you don't have somebody who can put you in a position right away, guess what? You don't come in a place entry level. Now, may you get a little bit more money? You may. It depends on the business needs. Because if 2 people come to me, right, and I'm the CEO of the business, I have 2 people. One's educated, well, one's college degree educated, and one's high school educated. They're going for the same entry level position. The entry level, it says between 24,000 to 30,000, right? Well, guess what? They both interviewed very well. They both did a great job, but now I got to pick only one of them. Which one do you think I'm gonna choose? Now, some may say, "Oh, you can go to college grad because he's more valuable to the company." No, 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 no. Why would I pick someone who both do the same job, entry level? But guess what? The one has a college degree. They're going to expect to get more money. They're going to be asking, "Well, I deserve 30,000, right?" Because I get it. College degree, you work hard as we expect. But once again, the other person who didn't have a college degree, they're just as hungry as the person who has a college degree. They both killed the interview. This person is just happy to get his foot in the door. See, so if you offer him the minimum 24,000, guess what? He's gonna take it because he needs a job and he's hungry. He's willing to get it. He don't feel entitled. So more than likely, they're going more than likely, depending on position. It's not absolute, right? So don't take it as absolute, but more than likely, they're gonna take the person who doesn't have the college degree, who can pay more money, who can spend more time, we can pour into that person. That's how it works. Trust me, I work in corporate America. I hired people before. I know how the process looks. I'm gonna leave it at that for right now. Another thing I would tell my 18-year-old self is this: save. Continue to save. Make sure you pay yourself, right? And I know people say, "Well, save is not good." I get it, but until I actually know what exactly to do, you want to have the money so you can invest and do other things. So one thing I'll tell myself is make sure you pay yourself first. I don't care if it's 10%, 15%, 20%, whatever it is, make sure as soon as you get paid, you pay yourself. Simple as that. And then you pay all your bills. What else I'll tell myself? Um, well, I didn't have kids till I got married, so that worked out fine. But let's say I was talking to maybe my son. I'll tell him, listen, I'll tell him this. One, protect yourself at all times, meaning that if you're going to be high around the streets, chasing girls, because I know it's part of life, make sure you're always protected at always time. Make sure that regardless of any situation, you're always wearing protection. Don't ever trust a woman and say, I'm on birth control. Don't ever trust that. Never. No. Chris Brown taught us this girl's not loyal. And I can hear in the background. So y'all ninjas. That's true. But this is my show. So that's why I can say this is my show. You have your little conversation. You can say these dudes ain't nothing. I get it. But I'm talking to the young men or my son or whoever. Protect yourself at all time. Because in the day, you can be held accountable. Regardless of the situation, you will be held accountable. So make sure you protect yourself at all time. Also, if you decide you want to start a family, don't do it until you either your late 30s or go into your 40s. Reason why I said because most mature men, and once again, this is not all, but most mature men do not hit their financial peak or income until they get in their late 40s. And some lucky enough in their 30s, late 30s. Just that simple. Can it be done? Yes, it can be done sooner than that. Yes, but that's a small percentage of men, right? Entrepreneurs, once again, a lot of work got put in, but it can be done. Can be done. But I'm speaking to majority of people out there. Make sure you in a financial place be able to do three things. A friend told me this. Can't think of his name. Soul Viber on Stereo. I have a show on The Real Deal versus How You Feel. Monday, 11 a.m. on Stereo app. Tune in. Also, I'll have it on my YouTube channel as well. So tap in. But also, Soul Viber, he says 3 things you should be able to do before you get into a relationship. You should be able to change her last name, marriage, change her lifestyle, meaning that you have the money to do all that, and change her address, meaning that she can move and live in your house. Those are things you should be able to do prior to her coming into your life or in moving in with you. If you can't do those 3 things, you're not ready to be in a relationship. Just simple, just facts. I'm not gonna get no deep in as far as should you get married or not. That's a whole nother topic. That's a whole nother day. Just simple. Also, make sure you always stay healthy. Growing up, I played football and basketball. So football was during the summertime all up into November, December, depending if we made playoffs or not. Right after that was basketball. So I was nonstop athletic all day long. But once I went to college, I still could play ball, but I had to work. So I couldn't play basketball as I wanted to. I had the opportunity, but I had to work. But the point I'm trying to make is that you must stay active. You should always be an athlete for life. And I'm talking to my young men, and I'm talking to my younger self. I mean, I'm working out now, but if I just kept doing it when I was 18, I'd be way off better than I am now, right? I think I'm good now, but I could be better. And I think my cousins, everyone can relate to this because we all work out now. But if we did continue doing it right after high school, we'd be 10 times better than we're at now. So that's something I'll tell myself as well, my younger self or son or whoever. Continue to be an athlete. You don't have to be a full-fledged athlete, but you want to make sure you're in the best shape of yourself, best shape of your life, period. Make sure you stay out of trouble. That could be number 1 right there. Stay away from the law. I don't care what it is, be a leader, not a follower. Because once you get and put in this system, it's going to limit a lot of things you can do. So when you get to your late 30s, you can't really get a good job because you have a felony record. So thank God I have nothing on my record. But that's once again, that's something I tell myself or my son or whoever. Make sure you stay away from the law. Be a leader, be the follower. Make sure, and also for my college students, I know I'm kind of jumping a little bit, but if you are going to go to college, make sure you pick a degree that's either like a skill or a trade or something that's going to benefit you right away. Going to college and getting a business administration or business degree, that is a waste of money and wasting time. It is. I'm gonna call it what it is. I don't care. I'm sorry for you guys who did that. I'm sorry. I know somebody who got a D1 scholarship to go to a college, a D1 full ride, and this person, I'm not quite sure what degree that he ended up doing, but this person ended up being a cop. You could be a cop without even going to college. They have paid training, all that stuff. So that's the step I want to make. Like, make sure you pick something that's going to benefit you. I don't care if it's computers, engineer. I mean, just think of the basic things. People need houses, so learn how to build houses. People drive cars, learn how to fix cars. Skills pay the bills. Okay, it's your choice to decide what you want to do, but I'm gonna give you a little insight. A skill pays the bill. I have a degree in IT. Regardless of what I do, I can always land somewhere. It could be software, hardware, programming, whatever it is. Something in IT, I can always fall in. If you think about right now what I'm doing a podcast. But guess what? I'm a one-man wrecking crew. Microphone, the camera, the editing, the video, all this stuff. I'm doing this. I didn't have to hire nobody to do none of this stuff. There's people who have podcasts and whatever else, YouTube, whatever, and you have to hire people to do all these things. Guess what? I do all these things myself because this is a skill that I learned because I got a degree in information technology. So think about that. Make sure whatever you do is a passion. Whatever your skill is, degree, whatever, make sure it's a passion. Hell, if you're a football player, basketball player, if you go to college and on a full ride, listen, go be a sports agent. You know the game. You've been playing the game since Pee Wee. If you don't get a full ride to play football, basketball, baseball, whatever sport it is, you might as well go to school to be a sports agent. You know why? Because if you're not able to make it in the pro leagues, but guess what? You know the mindset, the skills, and everything behind it. Guess what? You could turn around and be the agents of the teammates you play against or play with. People that you graduate at the same time, but he shined better than you. It ain't hate. There's someone's always better than somebody. But y'all real cool, got real close. Guess what? You could be your agent. You can represent him and go from there. Look at LeBron James and his lawyer friend. And I forgot his name. I do apologize. Paul. I'm gonna say I'm gonna mess it up. But once again, him by himself, he got LeBron as his agent and a whole slew of high-profile players. So once again, make sure you pick something that's going to benefit you in the future. And it also still a passion. If you love sports, you're going to be sports agent is not a problem. And guess what? You don't got to do all the running up and down. All you do is pick a photo up and call this person, work out them deals, and get 20 to 30% of someone's contract. Imagine Steph Curry's agent. Steph Curry got 2 contracts over $200 million. And the agent of that probably got maybe, 15, 20% of that. Did that agent pick up one basketball? I mean, I'm talking about now, maybe back in the day, but do you think he would pick a basketball right now? Play 80 plus games? Travel all around the world, be away from his family? Nope. Just saying, ladies and gentlemen. But what else? Younger 18. Listen, make sure you don't mess up your credit. If you can, buy a house early. Buy a house early. If you buy a house when you're 20, by the time you're 40, guess what? House paid off. Or even so, you can even sell the house later on, or you have value, you can pass on the family. Listen, trust me. At least if you do it in your 20s, then or it's 30, 20, 30, 50, whatever, you can pay it off sooner. Especially if you have no kids and you grinding. Because until you have a family, young fellas, young men, you should have 2 to 3 jobs. You should be grinding super hard. I always had 2 jobs until I got older and got a job to pay a lot of good money with one job. But the point I'm trying to make is I always had 2 jobs. Anyone who knows me personally, especially when I was living in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I always had 2 jobs. Always. Stay busy. You know why? You stay busy, you can stay out of trouble. You buy what you want, do what you want. There's nothing that's gonna hold you back. So I could probably go on from there, but those are just a few things right there I like to say, what I would tell my 18-year-old self to do. And so I'll be a better version of myself as an adult now, or even pass on to my son. So I'm pretty sure I'm missing a lot of things out. Just comment below anything that you would tell yourself or your son or your daughter or whatever at 18-year-old, what you would do now differently, knowing with the knowledge that you have now. Tune in. This is Twinsinc Talk. follow me on Twinsinc on Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. Tap in if you have questions or any more topics. Well, for people who know me already, I already got your topic because you text me on. But anyone else who doesn't have my personal number, if you want to send me a topic you want me to speak on or talk about, go to info@twinsinc.net. info@twinsinc.net. Shoot the email there. I'll get it there. I'll look at it and I'll put some stuff together and I'll talk about it. All right. Well, tune in on Sunday as well. The DaChop Team every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern time ish. We have a live recording on YouTube on the DaChop Team. So make sure you follow the DaChop Team as well. And once again, I told y'all Monday, 11 a.m., The Real Deal versus How You Feel with Ms. I Speak Live, 11 a.m. on Stereo app. Tune in there. So thanks for tuning in today. I'm out. Have a great day.